Hello, my loves. Welcome back to the It Girl Mindset. I'm so grateful that you're here. Today, we are talking about how to overcome the fear of success. Yes, you heard that right. You might actually have a fear of success. In today's episode, we are going to talk about why your brain might actually be wired to self-sabotage your success, how your beliefs actually shape your success, and my 4-step process to overcome this fear of success. This episode is for you if you've ever started to accomplish a goal, but then all of a sudden you're self-sabotaging yourself and you don't know why. Or this is also for you if you feel like maybe there's something blocking you from getting to that next level. Let's get into it. Welcome to the It Girl Mindset, where I help you step into the next level version of yourself by mastering your mindset, manifesting your deepest desires, and connecting deeply with your body. It's about becoming the most authentic, radiant, unapologetic, and unbothered version of yourself. Together, we're going to chat about how to unlock your true potential and create a life that feels as good as it looks. If you're ready to become the healthiest, hottest, and most abundant version of yourself, you're in the perfect place. Let's get into it. Our brain doesn't like change because change equals different and different equals scary to the brain. Our brains are hardwired to just keep us safe. And so change, getting outside of your comfort zone, which equals our brain being like, nope, that is not okay. We're going to back up and we're going to stay right here in our comfort zone because unknown, even if it is better, our brain subconsciously does not want us to go there because what is familiar is safe. Okay? That is scientifically how our brain works. So when it comes to success, there are a lot of fears that might not make sense to you. Okay? I'll even give you an example of my own. One of my fears was if I was successful, I would lose my partner or I would lose my family. And this is because, well, there's a couple reasons, but one of them being because I had evidence of me being, if I was successful, this would make part of my family upset. Even something I'm still working through right now is if I am successful and have all the financial abundance I could completely imagine, I would lose my mom. And that is because if I have all the money in the world, that means that I will potentially move away, which means me and my mom, obviously, again, consciously, it doesn't make sense. Like we would still have a connection. She's still my mom. We would still have a great relationship. But subconsciously, I had this fear that if I move away, our relationship would not be the same. Okay, so that's what an example of the fear of success. If I am successful, I will lose my mom. Again, consciously, it doesn't make sense, but our brain is wired to keep us safe. I don't want to lose my mom. I don't want to lose anyone in my family. I don't want to lose my relationship with my boyfriend. All of these are subconscious. Since our brain always wants to keep us safe, that's why this unknown, this losing parts of our family or losing relationships, whatever it may be, feels very, very scary. So subconsciously, you can stop yourself from showing up. Even for example, let's just say you want to reach your dream body. You start going to the gym, you have all these goals. If there's a part of you that feels like if you have your dream body and you're your most confident self, that you are going to lose your partner, it could be for any reasons. It could be because of something he said in the past, or if he said multiple times, like, you don't need to lose weight, I love you the way you are, or you're perfect the way you are. There could be a part of your brain that is like, oh shoot, if I actually have my dream body and become my most confident self, I'm going to lose my partner. Okay, no worries. I'm just going to self-sabotage, stay on for a couple weeks, really good care of myself, and then that fear is going to creep in, and then you are going to subconsciously self-sabotage and go back to the way you were. But to learn and grow and evolve and succeed, you have to push past these fears to be able to step into the version of you that you are meant to be. And the bright side is that there are steps to change these fears and these limiting beliefs that are holding you back. So there are a few hidden fears of success. One could be fear of judgment, fear of embarrassment, fear of outshining others. This is something that I actually had to clear because growing up, I was a dancer, but I started a little bit later. And I specifically remember when I was new, I obviously started in the lower levels. And as I started to get good really quickly, I moved up in levels and the older girls did not like it. they were like, I even had a girl straight up tell me, I didn't like you because you moved up too fast and it was really annoying to me. And so again, when I was like, okay, success equals I'm going to lose people, I'm not going to have friends if I'm successful. And so that created this fear about shining others. And I was like, okay, I don't want to outshine this person. I don't want to be better than them. I'm going to make sure I dim my light to make sure I blend in. Okay. See how that works. And that was actually a pattern I saw over and over again. I even remember on Gold Rush 49 cheerleading team, we were doing these sideline routines is what they were called, but we were doing it in front of each other. And so they got to critique you, other members on the team. And a girl told me, she's like, hey, like, you're a really amazing dancer, but sometimes you're just dancing too big and like too full out. And like the people around you aren't dancing like that. And so it's better if you blend in. Like she straight up told me this. And I actually, the captain of my line was like, fuck that. Do not listen to her. You don't need to dim your light to make other people around you feel better. You need to shine as brightly as you can. So again, I'm just reiterating that this is one of those themes that has come up in my life where I'm like, I don't want to outshine anyone. I just want to blend in and not make anyone hate me or mad at me or whatever. Okay. So that's again, another example of how having these fears and limiting beliefs can hold you back so immensely. Another one is fear of added responsibility. We all say we want the money, we want, the fancy cars, we want the big businesses, we want the raise. But if there's a part of you that's subconsciously afraid of having more responsibility, that you're not going to be able to handle that responsibility, you are going to self-sabotage so quickly, and that's going to stop you from showing up in the way that you are meant to, okay? Again, these are all examples. There are so many different ways, and, our beliefs come from past experiences, our childhood. A lot of our beliefs aren't even ours. Of course, there are events and things that happen to us directly that cause us to feel this way and have this belief. But a lot of times they do come from childhood when you only have a subconscious mind up until the age of 7. So all you're doing is you're a sponge. You're just taking on all the information without actually having a conscious mind to be like, I actually want to believe this. I want to take this on myself. Or no, I'm actually going to believe that. Your brain doesn't have that ability until you're after 7. And so again, we just absorb all these beliefs that aren't even ours, okay? Even for example, you could see your parents fighting about money, saying, oh, like money is so hard to make, like I have to work so hard to make money. Even though you're 6 or 5 years old, you don't have a conscious mind to be like, actually, you know what? Money is really easy to make. So as you grow up, you're going to hold on to that belief until you figure out that you have the ability to change it, which is hopefully right now. I really hope that you listening to this right now is a big aha moment, like, holy shit, I didn't even realize this is holding me back, and all these memories are coming flooding back to you because, again, you have the power to change them, and we are going to get into that right now. Step 1 to clear limiting beliefs. You have to find the root cause, okay? And what I want you to do is get a note in your notes app and write out old beliefs or past limiting beliefs when they come up in your life, because sometimes it's hard to be like, yep, that's a limiting belief I have right now. As you live your life and go about your day, I want you to have that note handy so you can be like, wait, okay, this feels like a limiting belief. If you're like, I have to work so hard to have my dream body, or like I have to sauna every single day to have my dream body, okay, or whatever it may be. When you notice these things, I just want you to get curious. I want you to be like, is this actually true or is this not? Okay, and I want you to write it down in your notes app so you have all the limiting beliefs right there. The next step is to find the hidden advantage. Once you have found what that limiting belief is, maybe losing weight is hard. What you are going to do, again, is get so curious about it, but you're going to be like, why would it be safer for me to hold on to this belief than let it go? What we want to do is logically explain to our subconscious mind, look, I know that this was keeping me safe for a while. Thank you. But we are choosing to release this now, okay? It's safer for me to let go of this belief than it is for me to hold on to it. So again, kind of going back to that example I said, where maybe your boyfriend one time said, you don't need to lose weight, you're beautiful the way you are. Okay, which is like probably a pretty typical response, I hope, from a boyfriend. But if in your brain you had another past experience, maybe from childhood, or maybe you saw your parents, potentially like your mom lost a bunch of weight and then they got divorced, even if it had nothing to do with her weight loss, you can still see that as a child and be like, oh my gosh, when my mom lost weight, that means I'm going to have to break up with my boyfriend. Okay, our past experience shape our beliefs, okay? And so if that had happened when you were a child, you might still be holding on to that belief. So when your boyfriend is trying to be positive and say, I love you the way you are, you don't need to lose weight, you're perfect. Subconsciously, you could be like, oh my gosh, if I lose weight and have my dream body, me and my boyfriend are going to break up, okay? So again, we're finding that hidden advantage. Why does your brain think it's safer to hold on to this? Once you have the limiting belief, you can actually use a couple of different mindset tools to actually rewire this, okay? One is neuro-linguistic programming. If you aren't familiar, essentially we go back on your timeline and you go back into the past where the root cause of this belief was, okay? Your body knows the first time they felt this belief, okay? There's going to be a sensation in your body when you have this belief of like, oh my God, I'm going to lose my boyfriend if, I'm successful in whatever capacity that is. Oh my gosh, I'm going to lose my family if I'm successful. Whatever it may be, whatever that self-sabotaging voice in your head is saying, there's a feeling physically in your body. When we use NLP, we go back to the root cause. And this is exactly what I do with my one-to-one clients. And it is absolutely life-changing because I also do it on myself. And it has been the biggest game changer. And we go back, we rewire your mind, and we bypass the conscious mind so you can completely let go of that belief. I can't even describe to you how powerful subconscious reprogramming is, especially with the fear of success. When I cleared the fear of success for losing my family and losing my boyfriend, I shit you not, that day I started showing up differently. I was talking my stories, I was selling, I wasn't afraid to be myself online, and I was just posting, and I was like I was really finding my own voice, and I just felt so powerful and unstoppable. Literally within an instant, that exact day, that's what happened. And this is exactly what can work for you too, using neuro-linguistic programming. So that is one powerful tool. Obviously, if you don't have access to NLP, what you can do is, this takes a bit more time, but until I used NLP, this is exactly what I use. And this is just reframing, okay? So whatever that belief is, every single time you catch yourself saying or thinking that thought or that limiting belief, I want you to reframe it, okay? And when you're reframing it, I want you to also think about a past belief that counteracts this. So let's just say, again, we're going to go back to the dream body example. Let's just say you find yourself being like, oh my God, my boyfriend's going to leave me, even if it consciously doesn't make sense. You're like, okay, 1, not true. 2, what's the belief that you want to take on? My boyfriend loves me no matter what my physical appearance is, whatever it may be. And then also think about a past experience that you've seen that. Again, we just want to get evidence to our brain that, look, no, it's okay. I'm safe in my relationship. I'm safe to have my dream body. I'm allowed and worthy of having my dream body, whatever it may be. And look for past experience. Maybe you saw your best friend. She lost a bunch of weight and had her dream body and became so confident, and her partner grew even closer, okay? Again, whatever your example may be, find the evidence. Even if it's not you directly, it's also helpful to find evidence of yourself directly overcoming that belief. But you also can look at other past experiences where you've seen the same thing. So again, we're finding the root cause. We are looking at the hidden advantage. And then we were rewiring with subconscious reprogramming. Again, if you are interested in one-to-one coaching, I do have 2 spots available right now, so you can apply below. There's all the information that you need. We would work together every single week to rewire your limiting beliefs so you can show up in the way that you want to, in the way that you are meant to. Or you can do single belief change, where you are essentially catching yourself every single time you see that belief, and you're rewiring it and you're switching and changing it to the positive of what you want to believe, as well as finding the evidence that that limiting belief is not true. Okay, now that you know the exact process and why you might potentially have a fear of success, let's move into some tips for embodiment, okay? Showing up as your most successful self. Tip number 1 is self-awareness. In order to change your thoughts and beliefs, you must become aware, okay? I want you to really just start becoming aware and noticing things around you, okay? Notice your triggers. Notice if you're projecting onto someone. Notice if someone says something to you that's kind of triggering or upsets you for some reason. Notice the sensations in your body. Just really become so aware of your surroundings and your body, and just notice everything, okay? Emotional intelligence is so freaking powerful. And the more you start to notice, the more you'll be able to shift and change and grow in the way that you want. Tip number 2, I already kind of mentioned this, but make sure you have a note in your phone that says old limiting beliefs or past beliefs, whatever it may be, so you can write them down. Because again, with being able to write these down, you're going to, again, your reticular activating system is going to be able to find these limiting beliefs so you can clear them, so you can step into the most successful version of yourself, okay? So make sure you have that note in your phone. It's going to be so powerful because, again, there's so many things going on in the day. I know for me, I'll notice a limiting belief, and if I don't have that 10 minutes right there to clear it using NLP, I'm going to forget about it, okay? Because we got so many things going on. But then I have some separate time in my calendar, or I also leave some time in my evening if I need to clear any beliefs. I can go ahead and do that. But again, I'm not wait, what was that belief? I just have the notes ready to go and I know exactly how to clear it. The next tip is make sure your goals are aligned with what you actually want, okay? If your grandma says you need to be a lawyer because it's a stable job, whatever it may be, if that's not actually what you want, you're not succeeding, not because you're not worthy of it or you have a fear of success. Maybe truly you're just not meant to do that, and you know that, and you're self-sabotaging because you don't actually want to be a lawyer. You want to be a coach, a personal trainer, an artist, whatever it may be. So make sure your goals are aligned with what you truly want, because you could subconsciously be self-sabotaging if you're actually not living in alignment and that's not actually what you want, okay? The next tip is to define your core values, okay? When it comes to showing up in the world, we operate by core values, even if you don't know it, okay? Your core values decide how you actually show up and live your life, okay? For me, health is a huge core value of mine. So I eat 99% whole foods. I move my body. I walk every single day. And it's not because I feel like I have to and I'm forcing myself. It's because health is such an integral part of who I am. And so it's easy for me to show up and do that, okay? So when you have core values, these are these guiding principles that help you make the decision, okay? For example, let's just say, again, core value is health and taking care of my body. Maybe a girlfriend asked me to a party on a Wednesday and it's until 2 a.m., okay? This doesn't happen to me because I don't really party like that, but every once in a while I did on New Year's, I guess. But anyways, because health is such a priority and also my business is such a priority, I would say no. My core value is health, and a core value is also being a serious business owner. And what that means is I say no when things don't feel in alignment for me, okay? So again, set your core values. It could be freedom, it could be integrity, it could be authenticity, whatever it may be. Even just go into ChatGPT and type in, give me the top 100 core values, and then pick the ones that stand out to you the most that are yes, this is what I want, okay? The last tip is to set monthly and daily intentions, okay? Intentions are so powerful, and I like using this instead of goals because I feel like goals is something about the word just gives me you gotta try and hope you get there. Whereas intention is no, I intend to do this today, okay? So there are so many things that are going on in our life. So when we set intentions, our reticular activating system notices certain things, okay? Example, maybe you're looking for a Toyota 4Runner. This is what happened to me. All of a sudden I was I'm going to go car shopping for a Toyota 4Runner. And then all of a sudden I see white Toyota 4Runners everywhere. That's because part of your brain is actively searching for that. So when you set intentions, you're almost flipping the on switch of your reticular activating system to focus on that particular thing. Okay. I like to set monthly intentions and then daily intentions. So for a month, maybe it's I intend to go to Tahoe twice. I intend to go to a concert. I intend to sign 5 new clients. Whatever it may be, you are just, again, opening your mind to those opportunities. And then every single day too, you could say, I intend to sign a new client today. I intend to put my body first today. I intend to eat 3 healthy meals. I intend to really prioritize my self-care or mental health today. Whatever it may be, setting those intentions every single morning too, again, is just going to reiterate and open your mind to those opportunities, okay? That wraps up this video. I know if you are here, you are a high achiever and you are a go-getter and you are going to be the most successful version of yourself. And if you made it till the end, I'm so proud of you. You have the potential to be whoever you want to be and succeed in any way that you want. There is no dream too big, truly. If it is in your brain, it is in there for a reason, and you deserve to have whatever it is that you want, okay? I'm so proud of you for being here. If this episode was helpful for you, or you feel like your friend would really need to hear this, please go ahead and send them, copy the link, send it to them, or share this on your story with your biggest takeaway. I'm so proud of you for being here, and I'm so grateful that you're here. Thank you so much for watching or listening, and I will catch you in the next episode.